Okay, in this video, we are going to create more 3D projections to project the different asteroids layers. If you'd like to follow along but you didn't complete the previous videos, you can open the file v12.nk in the nuke folder. All right, so let's organize just a little bit, right? I will just create another dot here. So remember to create a dot, just hold down the control key or command key on a Mac, and that allows you to create dots like that up, and maybe another one here, and we'll connect that here, and I will have my shot cam here. So why am I just using one shot cam instead of just duplicating that camera everywhere? Because I could do that as well, right? I could do Control C, Control V, and hooked up that guy like that. Well, the reason is that if I want to modify the camera animation, then I will just have only one node to modify, and that's the best way to me how to do it. Okay, so let's duplicate those nodes because this is basically the main nodes that we need for a camera projection. So we'll Control C and I will Control V those guys here close to the first layer of asteroids that I want to project. So the difference here is that I won't project on a sphere, but I will project on a card. So you will find the card node in the 3D menu as well, into geometries, and here the card. So now let's switch to the 3D viewer to see where we are going to position that card. So that card is here, close to our camera, and we want that first layer of asteroids to be very close to our planet. So I will move that card in the Z space here to be just in front of my planet. Now, I will scale up that card because I need it to cover the entire layer. And it doesn't matter if the card is actually bigger than what we are projecting, because basically only the element visible will be projected. Everything else will become transparent. So I got the card here. So let's replace the sphere by the card. So to replace a node which is already inserted in the script, you can select your node, start moving it, and do a Command Shift and place the node on top of the other one and release. And the node will swap. Okay? So now I will connect those guys here. I will connect the image I want to project to my Project 3D here, and basically whatever is outputted from that scanline render will go to my merge node here. And now I need to connect my camera. So I'll connect my scanline render camera here. I will do it clean with a little dot as well, and like that, for example. No. And now we need to connect as well the camera for the Project 3D. So we'll connect it here, but don't forget to place back the frame hold as well, right here. Okay, let's have a look. So, and yeah, everything is moving. This is great. Okay, so I will repeat the same thing one more time for the other layer of asteroids. So I will speed up a little bit the video as it could be boring to see me duplicating and organizing nodes. But basically I'm taking the same nodes that we just created and I will do the same thing to those two other layers of asteroids. So let's have a look at the animation now. So great, all my asteroids are moving, but the problem is that they are all moving the same way, giving us the impression that they are all on the same distance. And the reason we have several layers of asteroids here, it's because we want to try to create that parallax between those elements to create more distance and more life. So I will need now to come in my 3D viewer and adjust the position of my two other cards that I duplicated here. So let's do that now. So I will pause my player and I will toggle to the 3D mode using the tab key one more time. And now let's see. Okay, so I do have my first card, the card that I created here, and now I have this guy, which is exactly at the same position. So this one is the layer, which is the layer middle ground. So the layer middle ground should be a little bit further here. So let's double click on that card to open the gizmo here, and we will move those ones like in the middle, for example. And I will do the same thing with that card here, and I will move them even more closer to the camera. Now let's have a look and see if there is any difference. Well, apparently there is a difference because things moved already. And let's cache the video and see if we can see parallax between those different rocks. And yeah, it works better. I can see a little shift between the different rocks which are on different layers. Of course, the more layers you will have, the better will be your matte painting animation. And that leads us to another problem. If the objects are too close to the camera, we will need to feel a little bit more of the volume of them. And this is something that we are going to see in the next clip, where we are going to not project on cards, but we are going to project on actual geometries. So see you there.